Good morning and welcome to Self-Care Sunday. As you know, I had a bit of a full-on week this week where I was pitching our manna to some big retailers within in the UK. And one piece of feedback that I got from a group of buyers, I'm not going to name the retailer, but one of the things they said was they didn't think their customers were ready for natural skincare because they like fragrance too much. Now, I agree with it, in particular, knowing the kind of customer base they have. I do agree that a lot of customers are hooked on fragrance. I don't want to scaremonger. I've never wanted to do that, and I've probably held back quite a bit over the last 8 years on what kind of information I put out there alongside my brand. However, I do think it's time to start building awareness within customers. If the large retailers aren't willing to do it, and I understand why, because they don't want to cut back sales on their best-selling fragranced product. But I think as a customer, you should be aware of what is in your cosmetics, your skincare, and body care products. So ideally, I would like, and this is how I think about it, is I think about skincare and cosmetics as in the same way I think about food. I've mentioned this before about ultra processed foods, and I think skincare should be thought of in the same way. I will not talk about dermal absorption, toxic load and endocrine disruptors at the moment because it's Sunday. However, I will start to put some information up on my my social media shortly about those kind of things. Anyway, yeah, all I want is for people to kind of have more of an understanding of what they're putting on their body. And sometimes we don't have the safest of ingredients in our products, saying that the EU is way safer and way more stringent on ingredients than the US is. So we are regulated. However, there is one ingredient that you will see in lots of products that hides a lot of ingredients. Basically, fragrance or parfum, when it's in a product, companies aren't always obliged to disclose what is in that parfum or fragrance because it's seen as like a trade secret. They don't want to give it away because other people will copy their best-selling fragrance. But where you see fragrance or parfum on a product, you can be guaranteed that there's going to be a lot of chemicals in there. And, you know, before we even leave the house in the morning, most of us have probably applied something like 500 different chemicals on our body just by doing our personal care routine. So we need to be aware of just how much we're loading ourselves with, how many toxins. It's completely impractical to think that we can avoid toxins completely. However, we do need to reduce the amount that we have in or on our body because it can be really dangerous. It's basically making a lot of people sick. So, and obviously, like in the first instance, it can cause allergies, okay? But in the long term, we don't always know, or we don't always see the effects of the toxins till much later on in life. So today, I don't want to scaremonger, but I just want to build awareness of what's in your products. I just want people to start reading skincare and cosmetic labels in the same way they would do with food. So have a look and see how many products you're actually applying to your skin on a daily basis that contains parfum or fragrance. And I would urge you to try and swap them for non-fragrance products. And please don't trust it when it says fragrance free, because even products that are labelled fragrance free can still have fragrance or parfum in there because they want to disguise the smell of the product ingredients and make it smell like it's fragrance free, if that makes sense. So yeah, have a look at your labels, check if they've got fragrance or parfum, and maybe try to think about not using them as much, or find a natural swap. And in the first instance, I would probably do it more with products that you leave on the skin rather than wash off products, because again, I'm trying to give like practical tips here. And it's quite hard to completely avoid fragrance. You know, it's in our it's in all sorts of products, in cleaning products, it's in, washing up powder, washing up liquids. So if you start off and do a little bit of a mini detox and just try and avoid it in your leave-on skincare or cosmetic products. Skincare, body care and cosmetic products. Look for parfum. If it's in there, the chances are there will be lots of other nasty chemicals in there too. So give it a try and avoid it. Natural swaps, there's plenty of natural swaps out there. I will start trying to post more information about what to look for, what else to look for in skincare labels. But in the meantime, maybe use your Sunday as a bit of a skincare detox day. And yeah, you'll probably get a shock as just how many products do contain fragrance. But that's kind of where I'm coming from. I want you to see that the more we put on our body, the more chance we are building up this toxic load or this toxicity within our body. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.